I'm 𝑣𝑒𝑟𝑦 Stevenson with Century 21 Accord Realty, and I am here with Candace Schwartz. She is owner and operator of Bumble and Vine Photography, Jackson Designs, Details Wedding Magazine, and Bumble and Vine Store. So she's got quite the resume here.
Yeah, we have a bit on the go. I have some partners for some of that. Yeah, we have a lot, actually, of exciting news planned for this year, so I'm looking forward to it.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
So I love to hear the origin story. So what got you into photography?
Okay. Well, my dad had passed away quite a few years ago, and I noticed that we didn't have a lot of photos of him that I really would hang on my wall. Like, we had a lot of everyday photos, but not anything of just my sister and my parents and I. So that kind of got me interested in the family aspect, and a lot of it came from being a graphic designer and wanting my own images to use in my designs. I never really fully intended to get into photography as a business, so yeah, it just kind of happened and I ended up loving it.
Well, you're pretty amazing at it.
Oh, no, I have a lot of help there. I shoot with Matthew Jarrett from MJ Reno. And totally unrelated, but it turns out he's an excellent photographer. So we make a pretty good wedding team. We have a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of help there.
So I feel like your photos have a specific style to them.
Oh.
Where does that come from? How do you come up with that style?
Well, it's funny you should say that, because it actually takes a few years, I think, to find out what you love and what you want to do. And I spent a lot of time looking at what I was drawn to when I follow other photographers, and the images that really caught my breath, like, made me stop and look. And it had a lot to do with the tones and the mood, and yeah, I kind of started to shift in that direction, and I think we're kind of always changing to some degree, you know, to flow with the people we meet and the places we go and the projects we sign on to, so.
Absolutely, and as you see more, you see different styles, different design elements.
We're so influenced by other people. It's incredible. Yeah, I know what I like, so I tend to follow through with that. And a lot of it has to do with the client. Like, we can do a really clean, bright, sharp look, or we can do a moodier look. And sometimes it's up to them. Sometimes I don't have as much say in it, so. Yeah.
Awesome. So what is your favorite event or style to photograph?
Weddings. I mean, come on. Everybody, there's love, there's family, there's happiness, there's silliness. I mean, it's got everything. People are at their best and at their worst throughout the day, and really everyone gathers to celebrate, you know, two things, love and family. So
I love how you put that. It's really true.
It is. No matter what else happens through the day and how stressful it is, it's about them. So yeah, amazing. That's my favorite by far, I think.
So you recently launched a new magazine. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, my friends Kirsten Kotzer with Three Strands Wedding and Wedding Design, I should say, and my friend Jessica with 𝑤𝑖𝑡ℎ Publishing, we have come up with a great way, we think, to bring vendors in the wedding industry and couples who are planning their weddings together for sharing information and getting that connection made. I found half of the problem with planning weddings is they don't know what they don't know. Couples who are looking for venues and photo locations, and who is making cakes and who does makeup, and there's just a lot of things where there's no one place to search for those things. So we kind of want to bring Saskatchewan vendors to those couples and help them plan using the knowledge that we have from decades in the industry. I mean, we know how to survive a 35-degree summer day with your wedding party, and we also have great tips for, you know, what do you do when it's minus 30 and you have to get out there and you get pictures. And yeah, we have a lot to share, I think, so we're trying to pull that together into Details Wedding Magazine.
I love that. I remember planning my wedding and trying to find information was so hard, and all the magazines, none of them were local. So that's an amazing resource.
And half of the vendors and brands and ideas you just can't execute here. I mean, it's just not feasible in Saskatchewan. You have to really bring stuff in from Toronto or the States or, so,
Very cool.
Yeah.
So how early does somebody need to contact you to get booked in for a wedding?
Oh, for weddings, I mean, I would advise as soon as you know that you are getting married and you start to plan, I would contact your venue and your photographer. Those are the two things that will have the biggest impact on your planning for the day, because everything kind of centers around the venue and what you'll be doing, and your photographer decides a good portion of your budget and where they'll work and how many hours they will work, and you can plan the rest of it kind of into that. Not to mention the fact that both of those vendors will have a lot of information and tips, and they will be able to give you recommendations for other vendors that they have worked with and they really enjoy the process, or they really enjoy the products and services. So
Having so many businesses, what have you learned as the most valuable lesson running your own business?
Oh, I have a few in there, but one of the things I've really learned is to make great community connections with other business owners like this, so we can work together and we can try to build something better and something greater. That's kind of one of the reasons the magazine exists right now, is that I want to bring other business owners together to work together and try and create something and help people out. It's,
especially during this time.
Yes, during COVID especially. We are all suffering. I mean, our weddings last year, we didn't even end up shooting up like just a small fraction of what had booked. And even this year, almost half of our weddings have booked to next year already. And every month I'm getting calls for the next set. It's really tough for everyone, and we're just a small chunk of that. I mean, there's some businesses whose foot traffic and seating, and it's really hard. So leaning on other business owners and making those connections and seeing what you can create together and work on together, and
I love that. That's actually been my personal goal with my business this year, is to
absolutely
help support other businesses, and so that's something that we do with things to do in the current page. And
I love that one.
Interviews. So
even the date night ideas and having these community interviews, I mean, it's great. It lets everybody know that you're interested in what they're doing and you want to share that with everyone who follows.
So what would you say your top 3 businesses to support in Footprint are?
Oh, you can't make me choose. I have some amazing business owner friends. I know the downtown community gets a lot of love, but that's because we have some great businesses here. We also have some wonderful businesses that aren't located down here, and there's Wildflower, I guess it is located here, but they're one of my favorites because they style so many of the weddings I shoot. So I have to give them the love they deserve. You know, an urban ground, and we just made an online order to Sputtergotch yesterday that was delivered straight to our door. And we have friends who are isolating, so we sent some stuff over that way too. Just so much. We have so much to offer here, really.
Yeah. I have to agree on the urban grounds. I've been slightly addicted to their coffee.
I know, I'm staring at my coffee over there.
Getting cold.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, outside of photography, tell me about your family, your life, your kids.
Oh wow, we're pretty boring and basic here. We live down around the creek. We enjoy a nice quiet area, and we're surrounded by walking paths. And both of my kids go to 𝑣𝑒𝑟𝑦, and my husband works here in town out at Pattison Agriculture. And we're just, we got kids in dance and brownies and soccer and
part of the community.
Yeah, we are. We're just a really quiet little family. Not moving in shaking anything yet, so ask me that in 5 years when they're teenagers.
I'm scared of that myself. My oldest is 11.
Oh, you're getting there. Yeah, I'm not okay with that yet. My oldest will be 10 this year, and I'm already starting to get that slow it down, panicked feeling, so.
Double digits is terrifying.
Yeah, I'm not okay.
Well, Candace, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This has been fantastic. I appreciate the opportunity to sit and visit.
Yeah, I loved it. It's been a while since we've gotten to chat.
It has. It has. COVID has definitely changed things for all of us and how we get together and how we stay in contact. There's a lot of business owners that I'm missing very much right now. We can't work together in the ways we had before, so.
Yes, very true.
Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity to come down and say hello.
Thanks. This is Loridawn Stevenson with Century 21 Accord Realty in Swift Current.
And Candace Schwartz with Bumble and 𝑣𝑒__ine Photography and Details Wedding Magazine.
And feel free to give either of our pages a like, and
Thanks so much.
happy to see you around the community.
Take care.
Bye.